Hello friends, my name is Vas Solo. Welcome to Why Spirit Matters. In this video, I'm going to give you my opinion on whether I think the 12-step program works. The reason I'm making this video is because I feel that it's been largely misrepresented in mainstream media, and especially by those loud voices which say that it's a crappy program, it never gets anyone better. Now, is this the truth? Well, let's find out. Now, as I said in my disclaimer, these are my own views and my own opinions which are based on my experience, but I'm not speaking on behalf of the program. This is important because if you disagree with me or for whatever reason you don't like me, I don't want it to reflect poorly on the program itself. With that out of the way, let's talk about the stats and what they show with regards to the effectiveness of the 12 steps. If you do a little bit of research and you look up the stats online, you're going to find that a lot of the studies show that the recovery rate for the 12-step program is only 5 to 10%, which is quite low. Now, hearing those stats when I was an addict is what kept me out of the room for a very long time. But I don't feel like those stats accurately represent the recovery rate in the program, and here's why. You see, those stats, they're taking into account anybody who's ever stepped foot into a 12-step meeting. So you could be someone that just came to a meeting, that never got a sponsor, that never worked the steps, and you're going to be counted as someone that's participated and worked the program, which, of course, is ridiculous. It's like measuring the effectiveness of exercise and lumping anyone who's ever tried it into one group. Taking anyone who stepped foot in a gym before, anyone who's ever joined for a little while and then quit, and then anyone who seriously worked out and got the results they were looking for. Of course, those people who commit themselves full-heartedly to an exercise program will be the ones that get results. And it's the same thing with the 12-step program. So when you use that kind of sample size that they used, of course you're going to get a statistically low success rate. Now in the beginning, the 12-step rooms had a very high success rate because they selected only those people who were really serious about working the steps. They didn't have that many sponsors back then, so they had to be very selective about who they picked. But today, anyone can walk into a 12-step room, sit in a meeting, and then leave, and then people are going to claim that the program doesn't work. Well, that's simply not true. From my experience, when I first came in, I saw quite a few recovered people in the rooms who were talking about what their life was like before they worked the steps and what their life is like now. And these were very genuinely positive, happy, healthy people. So for me, that motivated me to want to do the program. The cool thing about the program is that once an addict recovers, it is now their responsibility to work with other addicts and to take them through the steps. In the last 3 years, I've worked with about 10 sponsees, 3 of whom have made a complete recovery. Now, to be honest, at times, I sat across from someone and I thought, I'm not sure if the program is going to work for this person, because they were so down and out, so low, so at their bottom, that I thought it would take a miracle for them to get better. But I've been wrong several times, because after 3 to 4 weeks of working the steps, I've seen that person become someone completely different than who they were when they first walked into the rooms. It is my opinion that the program will work for almost anyone, provided that they do a few simple things. First of all, they have to be ready. You can't just shove recovery down someone's throat. Just like you can't force someone to see a psychiatrist that doesn't think they need help. It doesn't matter how good the psychiatrist is, if they're not receptive, it's not going to work. Second is they have to be willing to do the work. As a personal trainer, I can meet with you, I can assess you, and I can put together a plan for you, but if you're not willing to follow that plan, you're not going to get results. Third is you have to thoroughly work the program. You can't half-ass any of the steps, and you definitely can't skip any of them, or else the program is just not going to work. And fourth, they have to continue working the program even after they recover. To use another fitness analogy here, if you follow a workout routine to a T, get the results that you want, but then you stop exercising and eating right, what's going to happen? You're going to go back to square one. It's the same with the program. You have to continue living according to the principles that you learned so that you stay recovered. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope that it's been informative and it's shed a little bit of light on the 12-step program for you. I hope that if you're suffering from an addiction or you know someone that's suffering, that you encourage them to go into the 12-step rooms to check it out for themselves. If you guys liked today's video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments below about your experience with addiction or being in the 12-step rooms. I'd love to hear from you. That's it for me for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time.
Who is in my town?